What up, YouTube? FD White back with another episode of FD White Invest. Welcome to the channel, man. Welcome to the channel. So let's jump right into it, man. Bitcoin right now is approaching $95,000. Wow, 95K. I mean, we knew this day was coming, but just to sit here and look at this price action and look at Bitcoin approaching 95K and probably inevitably approaching that 100K mark, man, it's a little bit surreal. It's really a little bit surreal. So we're going to enjoy it for a moment. Let's give it a moment to just appreciate this right now. And all right, back to business, man, because we still want to get to that coveted $100,000, and that's what I'll be on alert for the rest of this week. So let's jump right into some TA. Let's talk Bitcoin. And I want to also talk about ADA, because these are two coins that are pumping very hard today. ADA's up. I think it was up like over 10% last time I checked. And we got Bitcoin, like I said, approaching 95K. So let's jump right into some TA for Bitcoin. So right now, Bitcoin, like I said, is 95. We're getting a small little retracement. We're at 95.8, hovering around that 94.8, hovering around that 95 K mark. So let's zoom in, and this is what I'm looking at. We talked about this over on the Moon Show with Carl, Mr. M, and Crypto Kid. Shout out to those guys over there. I'll be on that channel a lot more as well in the future. So we started this uptrend from the 11th of November, and we've just been hitting highs of the trend, coming back to the low, hitting the high, coming back to the low. Deviation when we got our first all-time high over here at about 93.3, 93.4. Came back down, hit our head at the top, came back down to the bottom. We've been doing that, holding this upper sloping trend line as support, and now we have broken above the midpoint of the range, and we are looking to I have a target of about 97 to 98, we'll say 97 to 97.5K up here at the top this range. But like I keep saying, if you've been watching me, I think things are going to get very emotional once we get to the top of this range. So I'm maybe looking at something like this. We get up to about 97.5, close to 98K, and then we just get like a massive candle above that 100K, maybe to about 103, 104, 105, and then we'll see possibly a small little retracement back to the top side of this range. And if we hold this as support, I think that'll be a good sign to continue our ascension inevitably up to my target. My short-term target is about 120,000 for Bitcoin. And also I want to take a look at the liquidation heat map. We do have a nice amount of liquidations. We have 446.7 million worth of liquidations at about 95K. If we go up, we have another 339.5 around 95.2, 95.3. We have some more, about 283 million. So we have almost close to $1 billion worth of liquidations up above this level. So this will possibly act as some sort of resistance if we get up to this area, which is a few hundred more dollars. But if we get enough sellers or enough buyers coming in, once we do hit these liquidation points, we could see some sort of a short squeeze. And that's where I think that emotional part will get in, and then we can, just blast through the top side of this resistance here, coming in at, like I said, about 97K. So we're just going to keep our eye out on Bitcoin for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week, and we're going to stay in tune to the markets. Altcoins are pulling back a little bit as Bitcoin dominance does come up a little bit. Let's actually look at where Bitcoin dominance is. Bitcoin dominance right now is at about almost 61, back above 60.5. So we're at 60.9, approaching that high of this cycle, about 61.37. So I still want to see Bitcoin dominance get to those mid 60s, and then I would welcome some sort of rollover for the altcoin season to officially begin. But I want to give it a little bit more time. I want to give Bitcoin a little bit more shine. I want to get Bitcoin a little bit higher. I want Bitcoin to surpass 100K convincingly, and maybe get up to 110, 120. And then we can see some sort of a consolidation, a cool off for Bitcoin, and then we can see alts run massively. So that's what I'll be looking at for Bitcoin. Back to Bitcoin right now, look at some of the oscillators, see what we can look for in the immediate short term. So on the daily for the oscillators, we do have money flow curving up hard, but then it started to, okay, right now it is starting to taper out a little bit, but like I said, this move right now is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. We are getting some sort of, let's go on the 4 hour, no, it was on the daily. I did see some sort of divergence, some sort of bearish divergence, but sometimes in the market, when once we get to all-time highs and the market is moving and everybody's getting, emotional, or FOMO starts to set in, I'm gonna actually make a video about that, because I don't think FOMO has set in. We do have retail coming back, retail as I like to call them, but it's not like it was in 2021. That's why I think we have further upside, a lot more upside. We talked about that yesterday too over on the Moon channel. So we'll make a separate video talking about that a little bit later, more personalized video, maybe when I just grab my phone and talk about it. But right now, like I said, Bitcoin dominance, or not Bitcoin dominance, Bitcoin, looking at some of the oscillators, and we are starting to curve down while Bitcoin is going up. So if I just drew this out, this is on a chart prime oscillator plus. So if I just pull that, you can see it's curving down as the price of Bitcoin is going up. So that's something like a bearish divergence. So we do want to keep our eye out on that, but that can, take a while to play out, especially if the momentum to the upside gets stronger and stronger. And then especially if we get up to those liquidation areas and then we get a nice amount of buy pressure coming in, we'll do some sort of a short squeeze. So some of it's kind of conflicting right now, but I am watching. We're going to pull back. We're at 94.7 right now. So it seems like that 95K area is acting a little bit as a little bit of resistance. We haven't breached it yet, but we're getting close. So like I said, we're going to keep our eye out on that for the rest of the day. Now let's take a look at ADA. ADA is up 13.13 cent, or 13.13% at the time of this recording. So we just blasted through this resistance level at about 75 cent, and we made our way up to about 85 cents. So for ADA has been looking good. ADA has been riding off the back of that good news that they were going to start doing stuff on Bitcoin. And Charles Hoskinson has been in talks. I think it's been rumors that he's been in talks with the administration, the new administration, to be like a crypto consultant or something like that. So for ADA, I think this is good news. This is good news for ADA. And if we pull this, I love my volume profiles. We see we have a lot of space in between here. So right now we are in that midpoint of that empty space. So it looks like we can make our way back up to this $1.15 to $1.20 area, which is also coming in confluence with these tops here. Let me draw that out. You can just see, that's a terrible line. Let me just use the actual trend line. So if we see here, and then we pull it all the way to the volume profile, we can see we had a top here in April of 2022 at about $1.20. We had another one here in February 22 at $1.20. We held it as support here in 2021. So this is a pivotal area that I think we'll get to pretty fast, especially now with Bitcoin getting up to those all-time highs and breaking those all-time highs and trying to breach those all-time highs. And with ADA moving and the rest of the altcoin space not really moving, I think it still has a lot of room to go. So I'll be targeting my key. The thing that I would look for right now for a possible trade, is maybe a small little retracement back down to about 75 to 78 cent, and then we can continue our way up to about $1.20 to $1. We'll just say $1.15 to $1.20, because I'll probably aim a little bit before we hit these highs, or we hit these wicks that came in a few years ago. So that's just what I'm looking at for ADA, man. A lot of people were bullish on ADA, and a lot of people turned their back on ADA. So if you've been holding ADA, man, congratulations. It looks like it's playing out. It looks like your conviction was strong, and it looks like you're being rewarded for your conviction. And that's just something that happens in crypto, man. You stick with it, and eventually, things start to play out, and you can make some money, man. So ADA is a huge bag of mine. I've been holding ADA since 2020. So happy to see this, very, very happy to see this, and I hope we can breach those all-time highs. We can get back up to those all-time highs, and I think it's very possible. Actually, let me look and see where ADA's market cap is right now. ADA has a market cap of about $27 billion. So still, if it doubled, it'll be where Dogecoin is right now, which is very possible. I think a lot of these top altcoins can still double in market cap, which will take the prices, a lot higher from where we are. So I do think the total market cap, which right now is at, whereas it is 3.07 trillion. So I think we can at least do 5 or 6 trillion. I really do think we can get to about 5 or 6 trillion. And I think a lot of money can be made within that time frame if that total market cap does get to like I said, double, or at least 80%, like 5 to 6 trillion, or even more. A lot of people are thinking 7 or 8 or even 10. I'm not that bullish, not yet, not in the immediate short term, but I am bullish long term that the total market cap can reach about 10 trillion. So right now we're, like I said, we're at 3 trillion. I think we can easily get to about 5 to 6 trillion. Not easily, but I think we can get to 5 or 6 trillion. I think these next few months are going to be very bullish, and I think we can look forward to a price appreciation. But before we get out of here, we could just look at a couple altcoins. Like, the altcoins are taking a nice breather right now, as Bitcoin is trying to make its way up to 94 or 95,000. Ethereum is up a little bit, but Ethereum has been lagging. So I think Ethereum will play catch up. But at this point right now, even if we go to the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, it's down 2%. Let's actually go to the Ethereum Bitcoin chart so we can see how Ethereum has been faring against Bitcoin. Let's go to this. So it's just been, we peaked out over here, and we've just been down only. We've been down only. So we did get a nice little pop here. This was last week, but then again, these past few days has just been down only. So we want to see Ethereum, once Bitcoin starts to top out in the short term and starts to get a little bit of consolidation, we really want to see Ethereum go up. We really want to see it get back up to this 0.05 when it comes to in Bitcoin's ETH's price in Bitcoin, and then inevitably hopefully get above that, and then we can get some nice movement in Ethereum. But like I said, altcoins are lagging a little bit, so I do expect altcoins to probably run the end of the week, maybe into the weekend. So I will be looking at some setups, and we will be posting it and letting everybody know what I'm looking at, and letting everybody know which coins I think have some good setups, and trying to get some trades from there. You see a lot of red, some green, but mostly a lot of red in the altcoin. So I think this is a good time to set yourself up for some trades. So this is FD White. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We got a lot of things going. We got a lot of collaborations going from some of the biggest people in the space. I'm grateful for where I am right now, and grateful that I'm getting the opportunity to present my thesis and present my analysis to a bigger audience and the masses, man. So appreciate everybody who's been watching. Appreciate everybody who's been liking, subscribing. Make sure you comment, make sure you share. Let's get the message out there. Let's get it out there and try to help somebody make some money, man, because that's really the root of my whole channel. It's trying to get people to make some money and trying to better their lives, because I think crypto is the fastest vehicle in the garage, so to say, to change your life, man. So that's what I'm trying to do, change my life and help other people change their life as well. So this is FD White. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Have a happy Wednesday.